This hunt is one of the most exciting hunts of the year. I'm lucky to go on a lot of elk hunts, but any elk hunt with Uncle Larry is going to be a highlight hunt. We're here in northern Arizona, and Larry is a resident of Arizona, so it's a little easier for him to draw these tags. We got to find a great big one for Uncle Larry here. Larry told me, he's like, "Randy, I just turned 76, and this is going to be my last elk hunt. I better make it a good one." Every hunt with Uncle Larry is a good one. So me and Ty, the camera guy, just went and checked out a ton of these places that I had on my map. Having that day and a half was very, very helpful. Look at them continue to come out. They were tucked just around that knoll, but the odds are there won't be any mature bulls in there. This is a group of cows. Oh, there's two little raghorns jousting right there, three of them. This was very unique to see some decent bulls in groups of 100, 120 cow elk. Usually the mature 3.5 or older bulls are off with bachelor groups this time of year. So to see that was somewhat surprising. And to see how low some of the elk were was somewhat surprising. There's no roads or no motorized travel, a lot of water, a lot of feed. I just gotta find them. They're here. Well, after being here for a day and a half of scouting, I had pretty high hopes for when Larry got here. He had family that had come into town, and so he couldn't get here. Larry, how the hell are you?
I made it.
You did?
Yeah, I got a heck of a sinus cold.
Oh, man.
Like that, you know.
Really? You've seen Larry in many of our episodes, and he's been fighting cancer with experimental chemo for over a decade. The unfortunate part of that is it's caused glaucoma to a degree that his peripheral vision is extremely limited. It's going to be a big challenge, but if there's a guy I know who is up to a challenge, it's Uncle Larry.
Because when we get up there, I probably need to take my pills. Oh, man. Okay.
So Larry, you follow right behind me. If I'm going too fast, you tell me.
Okay.
Because if you fall down, your wife is going to kill me.
Well, that's minimum.
All right.
You know, I'm kind of a fragile old man here.
Well,
one step on the banana peel and the other on the coffin.
When you told me that you're glaucoma, was that bad?
It's bad. It's bad.
And when we left the trailhead, it was barely above single digits. That adds another level of exertion, but that's what we had to deal with. And we're just kind of sneaking, still hunting our way in there, looking, and mostly seeing deer. With the wind coming over this hill, there's a good chance they're out of the wind right out here in front of us. So we're just gonna curve around this hill. We're almost halfway there.
And to be out in the stillness of the woods, it just, you just learn to appreciate it.
Ready.
The sun's coming up.
Am I going too fast?
Perfect.
And we got about 300 yards from our glassing area that I wanted to glass from, and I see another set of boot tracks going through the snow right to that spot. And we had been here scouting, and we ran into a guy, Bryant, and opening morning, he was already here. He had camped not far from the trailhead. I wanted to cover this side because it's so much visibility, and right here's a big draw where they can come in and out of that canyon. What do you do? He's the first one there. He gets it. We saw some elk tracks, not a whole lot. We ended up seeing a lot of wolf tracks. This is part of the Mexican gray wolf recovery area. 2 there and 1 here. 3 of them. It was just a hard, cold day. We can't get to them, but there's a big group of elk right in that hill right there where it's open. Well, we made a great big loop, came down around. Now we're gonna head back out to this logging road that's gated. And once we get there, we'll decide if we're gonna go back to the truck or if we're just gonna walk up these ridges a little ways. We did see one group of elk back here. And then we saw one cow elk just crossing through the old logging road that we were walking on. She was bedded down way in here on that bench right there. I saw her stand up. She's all by herself, which is really weird. She should be in a big herd this time of year. And we made a loop around a big canyon, but we didn't see much for elk. We'd seen some far off. We sat up on a knob, waiting to see if those elk would come out. And I kind of felt bad. I'm like, oh man, where are they? Because these are long treks. That day, Larry put on 6.5 miles that day. Well, I know this sounds weird because it's November 25th. But 3 times now we would swear we heard a bugle up here above us. I don't know. Another, I'd say, 40 minutes maybe of daylight, legal shooting light. And we got about a 2-mile walk. We're gonna just on our way out slowly. When we came out, Brian, he was at the trailhead. He'd shot a very nice elk down in one of those canyons that's where we were headed to. But he's gonna be in there packing meat out. That place is gonna get disturbed. Well, if it gets disturbed, that might be good. Where are they all gonna go? Well, they're gonna go up one of those finger canyons or they're gonna go further up the canyon. So I told Larry, I think our best bet would be if we just walked in that road and instead of hanging a left, let's just keep going way up that road. So we're gonna walk this gated road for about 2.5 miles. Get up to the other side of that great big canyon. We'll go all the way around it and get on the other side of it. And Larry's gonna shoot one.
That's what I intend to do. All you gotta do is get me there.
Well, you gotta get yourself there.
Yeah.
We start walking in there in the dark and it's getting light and we know we're the only ones there. How you doing?
Just right. I can make another 100 yards.
You keep saying that.
Huh?
You keep saying I can do another 100 yards and another 100 yards.
I learned that from you. I'm running out of years. I've got to be doing this now because a couple more. Yeah, maybe 3 or 4 more. Let's hope. I don't know, but.
Well, right now what we're doing is we're just still hunting our way into these back areas. Most people aren't walking the 2 to 3 miles we are.
And it's easy going. We're on these closed logging roads. And we've seen quite a few elk back in here. Our hope is we get up here, we got about another 3/4 mile to go. And those elk will still be up feeding. Hopefully we can see one that's got antlers on it.
You gotta be there.
How big do you need?
Well, whatever. We'll have to make a split decision quick.
You're not one of these guys, if we see a really nice 6x6, you're not going to say, I need a bigger one.
No, not a chance.
Okay.
We'll finish the job right there.
Okay.
And call it good.
Okay. There's a raghorn right here. There's a small bull right there. Oh, here comes another one. Another cow. Just saw 5 elk cross right here. They're going right up to that ridge we sat on yesterday afternoon. There was one small raghorn bull in there, but that bull is right there at 262.
I don't think. Let's go for 5x5.
Okay.
He'd be a good leader, though, wouldn't he? Mary would like him.
Yeah, you said with your old dentures and everything, you need a tasty one.
I know, with my teeth being, yeah, gotta be tender.
Yeah. Oh, still, we gotta get
100 yards.
250 wasn't close enough.
250 close enough, is it? You're gun sighted in, so.
What was wrong with that one?
262.
I know, but what
12
was
yards too far.
Oh.
Yeah. I just think that early morning, 4x4.
Okay. I don't want you crying if you go home with your tag in your pocket.
Well, I'll do that, but that's okay.
All right. Well, we better move along.
Come around the corner and you can look down where one of these finger canyons come up out of the main canyon, and there's a group of cows.
See all those elk? There's 8 elk right there in the sun. Right on the edge of the tree.
Right here.
Yeah, see him walking right on there, doing her good.
Oh, I see him now. Yeah.
Needed some antlers on those ones. And all cows.
Well, we get up to this little rise where an old skid trail leaves the logging road, and I look. Oh, there's some more elk.
There's a mess of elk coming up. You see that close dead snag? You'll see some of them they're about 250 yards out there.
I see the shadow of antlers, branched antlers.
There he is.
Ty's over on this side with the camera. Larry and I are on this side of the tree.
Oh, he's a nice bull. Very nice bull.
The bull starts walking towards us, and he's cutting the distance. But now we start getting cows filtering underneath us. I'm like, uh-oh, this isn't gonna be good.
It's between 2 trees. I can see him.
Oh, I see him, yeah.
He's either a big 5x5 or he might have a little 6-foot.
Take him.
Oh, he's wide. Oh, he's heavy.
The bull is coming from our left to our right, and he gets to this last tree, and Ty's like, I'm on him. I got him. Whenever you're ready. all you can see from where Larry and I are at on the, because we're like 4 or 5 feet off to the left of Ty, is you can see the bull's head and his antlers sticking out from the tree.
He's about 3 feet from clearing that tree. It's like, come on, buddy.
3 more yards, 3 more feet.
I'll see him.
Either Larry couldn't see the bull, or from Larry's angle, the bull was obscured by cows in front or behind, and a lot of times obscured by trees. Unless the bull is right in front of him, it's really hard for Larry to see it because he doesn't see much on the periphery. We're just standing there and all of a sudden a cow barks, and way out and to our left, they just take off running.
I see one.
You know what spooked them? Let's see what they do. They're looking back. Something came from behind them. I knew I thought there were 50, there's over 100. Yeah. Something has spooked them down there. We got a perfect wind. I mean, they did not smell us, they didn't see us. No.
I don't think so, no.
Dang.
Our odds are going down.
No, I'm just getting better. We're reading out all the small ones.
Seems like we're in elk country for sure.
We go out on this finger ridge and we set up there for the afternoon, hoping that if some elk in the afternoon start feeding up out of that deep canyon, we could catch them in some of these little small drainages. He's working over a tree. What the heck? And we keep thinking about what we're gonna do. And finally the elk just, again, get up and they start running. Well, Larry, you're having a streak of bad luck today.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to work out very good this afternoon, is it?
Unless something bumps them further this way, they're heading
due north.
Yeah, they'll be in Utah pretty soon. What spooked them this time? Well, now they've moved all the way down. They're out of sight completely.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll pop up on one of these hills, but I doubt it. Well, now they end up way, way away from us. I get out my map. I'm like, All right, Larry, here's my thought. They're going down to that tank to water. And if they go down further, the road actually curves up and we'd be upwind of them. Then we could use that road to get in position.
To our advantage.
Yeah, and maybe if they mill around down by that tank, we'd have a shot. We got nothing else to do. We got 2 hours.
We're out of
that.
options.
Yeah, if even 2 hours.
Yeah.
So we start walking the old logging road, going over there, come around this corner, and we can see them bedded on the last little pitch that had any ponderosa that wasn't burned.
You see them, they're just bedded in the trees. 950 yards.
There's nothing between us and them.
Maybe if they get up and they feed down into one of these bottoms, we can make a move on them. But for right now, I think we're better off to just cover this canyon right here for a while and see what these ones do. Because if we go straight at them, we might push them all the way to New Mexico.
I I told Larry, I said, I think now's the time. And we start going and going and going. And we get there and I range them. It's like, oh man, almost 600 yards. I range this other ridge, it's like 240.
We're running out of light. Get up there.
And we get up there, and here they are, they're feeding down from our left to our lower right, but it's 360 yards. And there's 10 minutes of light left. And I looked at Larry and he's like, I don't think so.
I think you made the right call, Larry.
Yeah, I do too. I just kind of think, I mean, with my past references.
Well, it's so far away that
I got it, but it's so close to dark.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be worth it to me.
No way.
We couldn't get over there.
No, it'd be dark by the time we went over there. We'd go over and look for blood.
I mean, you just don't take a chance like that. They'd cross this drainage. If he would have shot, remembering exactly where that elk was when you got to run over there and it's getting dark, so many bad things could have happened.
Tomorrow.
In the morning, blast them.
Try to relocate him in the morning.
I give Larry a lot of credit and admiration for the fact that he said, no, not doing it. So, haven't seen as many elk as we did on day 2. Well, let's go back up in there because there's going to be some bulls moving into these canyons.
We're going to go back in here, see if we can find that group that has that nice 6-point in it. Very unusual for a nice 6-point to be running with a big herd of cows in late November, but whatever. We're happy to shoot him. You'd shoot that 6-point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Instantly.
Okay, I thought you were just holding out yesterday.
4x4 is very well holding off on.
We're trying to get to where we'd seen most of the elk the day before, and we're not seeing anything. It's like, dang, this might be a dry hole. We might have wore this spot out. We start easing around this other spot where just off to our left, we had the encounter the day before where the bull wouldn't step out from the tree. And there's this drainage that comes down, and that's the direction that herd was feeding when we left them the night before.
I just heard some cow and calf talk somewhere up there. I don't know if it's that big herd. We ran into that big herd over here about 3/4 of a mile.
So we start sneaking a little bit towards the direction they were going. They're kind of coming south. We're going a little bit northeast. And Ty whistles. He's like, he was back behind me, and he's like, I just saw a couple of elk walk into that timber right there.
There's 3 of them that are coming up the other side of this ridge, but they look like cows. I don't know if it's the tail end of that big herd.
So we're talking to each other, like, do we go follow them? Do we go around?
I think we're gonna walk to this lip where we can look up there. Yep, here they come. Here they come. They're coming right towards us. And then I see antlers. He's got his head behind a tree right now. I'm like, there's a bull. There's a bull. It's him. It's the bull, because he's very distinctive. He's on his driver's side. His main front tine goes whoop, boom, and it dips down. Okay, he's coming towards us. He's behind a tree again. He's coming right. Coming right. Do you see a spike? Spikes, yeah. You see him? Wait till he clears those cows. This is something I've never seen the last week in November. This bull is running around chasing this one cow. Where is she? Where is she? She's like a bird dog. See him? Make sure there are no cows in his way. Where did he go? Larry is all ready. He's set. And so he's on his hands and knees with one hand down, one hand on the trigger, just waiting for that bull to clear the cows. Just wait, there's a cow behind him. You see him? And in my binaural, I just see the bull go, boom. You got him. I knew.
I'm so fucking glad. I had trouble finding him in there.
Larry drilled him. I mean, absolutely dropped him.
I wasn't sure, but I was there and I said, God, I got to squeeze this trigger.
He is dead. He's laying right there.
Yeah. Good deal.
Larry, I'm so happy for you.
That's 100% kill rate.
That is.
You,
every time you've come elk hunting with me, you've shot 4 of them now.
Every single time.
We got lucky. Larry hit the bull right where the neck meets the body, and you saw that bull fold up. But there was a cow standing behind there, and I suspect that with Larry being at a low shooting angle, that the bullet probably passed right over the top of that cow. He didn't even know there was a cow there. Otherwise, if he did, he would have held off just like he did yesterday. And to make sure, I followed up and I went over the ridge and saw no blood, no sign, no hair, nothing that's evidence of that cow being hit. All I can say to that is, whew, we lucked out.
This hunt was excellent. Played out just like textbook. Can't ask for a better deal like that. Everybody helps out. It makes it easy. It makes it fun.
When we walked up to the elk, you could see how excited Larry was. It's a very, very nice elk.
I think he's done. I think he's had it.
That's a big 6 point for you.
Here he is. Fairly good size there too.
Congratulations, lead pipe Larry Stickler.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, what a great week here in Arizona. Lots of elk, a nice bull taken, and another great week with Uncle Larry. For the hunt, Larry told me, Randy, this is going to be my last elk hunt. We better make it a good one. Well, Larry, I think we made it a good one. And Larry, thanks for everything. Thanks for being such an important influence in my life. Thanks for being a great hunting partner, a great uncle, and a great person. And thanks for making so many great memories and sharing so many fun times together out in the hills. You're a special person, Larry. Love you, buddy.